Today we're going to install a MOMO steering wheel on a Porsche 944. To do that, we have the MOMO steering wheel itself, and when you get this, if you get it new anyway, it'll come with your steering wheel and your horn button, and then maybe some instructions that you can not read. But once you remove your old steering wheel, you're going to need a way to connect this to the car, so you have to get a hub, and this hub will be specific to the platform. This is a 1983 944, which would be early model. So that, if you're doing it, the part number is C8010. Coincidentally, while surfing eBay, I found a Porsche MOMO button that I'm going to use, and it happened to come with another hub. This hub is for a late model 944, so if you have a post 1985 and a half year, it's going to be a L7004, I think. That's what this hub says it's for, if you look up the part number. So this will be no good to me, but this is still cool. Okay, so for tools, you're going to need to first disconnect your battery, which will require a 10mm wrench, or whatever it takes to undo the battery clamps and pop those off your battery. After that, you're going to remove your steering wheel, which will take you'll have to pop the horn button off. That doesn't require tools. And then you'll have to take the steering wheel off, which will use a 24mm socket. You're going to need an extension or something to get back into the hub and remove that bolt, and then also install it onto the new one. And then once you're ready, you'll have to install your steering wheel onto your hub, which if you get one new, it'll come with the wrench and all your hardware. One thing noted, it doesn't really matter if you're ordering both, but if you're trying to piece it together, the steering wheel doesn't come with any of the hardware needed. It just comes with the steering wheel and the horn button, and the hub comes with the hub, and even in your hardware. Does not include your hardware to connect it to the vehicle, just the hardware to connect it to the steering wheel. Yep, should be ready to go. Okay, so we're going to remove the old wheel. So you're going to pop off the horn button, and then you can see it's connected with a wire, and that can just pull off. It's that little tongue right there. So put that somewhere out of the way, safe. And now you're going to remove. Oh, we're locked, which might be better. Move the bolt holding the steering wheel on. Okay, you're gonna keep those because you'll have to use them again. So now this can go off to the side. So now that our steering wheel is off, we need to install our new hub. So I'm going to put that hub on. There's a little thing that shows where the point top, and then that makes sense because we have one bolt at the top. And so that looks good. We're going to install our factory washer and nut back on. And go ahead and tighten that back down, but not too tight. You don't want to strip it out. That would really suck. Now we're going to install our wheel, and to do that you're going to need that little ring that comes with the steering wheel, and so we will put a bolt through and put this top one in, get it started. we go. Don't tighten one down until you get them all in. I'm sure the instruction says something about that. Wouldn't know. Didn't read it. Yeah, now I'm just going to wiggle it and slowly tighten down these. And I'm going to jump across as to not tighten down one side and then have the other not fit properly. They are pretty little diameter, so it's really not going to require a lot of torque. I wish I had a socket, an Allen socket, small enough so that I could actually use a torque wrench. Unfortunately, I do not. So they will have to be use the micrometer or just kind of your feeling. One thing, if you're trying to not over torque something, common sense, but just grip tighter to the axis at which you're turning, and then you will apply less torque. It's kind of a idiot proofing, not over torquing your hardware. Cool. Looks good. Okay. So now we are ready for our horn button. Looks like the factory cable fits there. So now we just gotta pop it in. Alrighty, that's it. Now I gotta reconnect the battery and we'll test it. Okay, so we got it all installed. It looks beautiful. Time to drive it, test it out. Okay, so looks like I need to adjust where the steering wheel sits on the splines. So luckily that's pretty simple. Just pop off the horn button, undo the bolt, pick it up, move it over a spline. Should be just fine. Steering wheel feels great. The wood is kind of slippery. Practical wise, the kind of leather wrapped, like the Prototypo or one of those would probably be better, but I don't know. The wood with the Porsche button is a vibe.